Now we're live, go on.
My name is Amy Briffett and it's the 22nd of November 2017. I'm interviewing Brian Allchorn. He's the last boatman in Eastbourne. What time of day did you go out and come back from fishing?
Mostly if we were spratting it would be in the mornings, get away about, normally depending on the tide, but it would be somewhere around about say 10 o'clock and you'd be back ashore again with spratting. It's not a long job, 1 o'clock, and then you had to shake the sprats out of the net and whatever and box them up, clean the boat out, so time you got ashore, that's when the work started. You weren't finished until late in the afternoon normally, time you'd done all that. But and then if we were herring fishing, as you may have heard me mention earlier on, you went out towards sunset. That's what we called the dunk. And as the sun set, that's when you shoot your nets. And then you lay on them for perhaps half an hour or so. And while you're doing that, the wind is steadily drawing you out to sea and pulling the nets out straight. So you've got a curtain hanging in the water, right? Now you wait until you see the first star, and then you have a look up. That's probably that. I mean, you go about halfway along the net in the boat, pull the net up, and see if you've got herrings, and where are they in the net? Are they at the top of the net, middle of the net, bottom of the net? Normally they're around the middle of the net, which is the ideal place, so you leave the nets alone. If they're right along the bottom, you have means of letting the nets down, or if they're at the top, you have means of shortening the nets to bring them up. So, either way, but normally they're spread out pretty evenly over the middle of the net, so you don't have to do too much. Now you'll lay on those then perhaps for another couple of hours. And by that time you're drifting down, because you're on the flood tide, you're drifting down into Pemsey Bay. So but eventually you start this way up from floating directly to the shore, and then you turn as the tide is stronger here than it is there, and you finish up what we call streamways, parallel with the shore. And in that case the nets aren't fishing anymore, so you go to work, bring them aboard the boat, go home with your catch. Then you've got to shake those out, as we did before, box them up, put them in the shed overnight, and then take them to the market in the morning. So it's usually something going on. You're seldom sitting around looking for something to do.
What did you wear to go fishing?
What?
What did you wear to go fishing?
Wear a life jacket, a good warm scarf around your neck, and what we call an oil frock, which was an overall garment. We had a hood on it as well, and it came down to around here. Underneath it you had thigh boots, rubber boots that came up to your hip, and then there, right down to there, which was fine on the water. It kept you clean, all the fish scales and everything stuck on this, and kept your gear underneath it. The thing you had to remember, being a man, we're not used to wearing skirts. So when you go to get out the boat, unless you pull it up, you can't move your legs. So we had to remember to pull it up as you got out the boat, as you'd fall over. Once you were out the boat and walking about, it was fine. But that's the sort of gear we wore.
How many times a week did you need to go fishing?
Not that often, because our main job was the repair and maintenance of the pleasure boats. That kept us busy all the time, but occasionally the situation was just right. The sea was the right colour, the tide was right, the wind was in the right direction, and the temptation was just too great, so we used to launch a boat and go fishing. And that really was a day gone, and you couldn't afford too many of those when you're with a lot of work to do. So, it just made a little break in the routine, and we'd always have plenty of helpers when we came ashore with the fish all hoping for some sprats to take home for their tea.
How common was it to have a day where you didn't catch any fish at all?
Very rare, very rare. Normally you'd always get something. It varied between, perhaps you might get 2 or 3 stone of fish out of a whole feed of nets, which was nothing when you consider you've got about probably 50 yards of net in the water. And then other times you get perhaps 100 stone of fish. That's, you know, the old measurement, 14 pounds to the stone. So you had quite a lot of fish sometimes, but normally you would have about 35, 40 stone of fish. That would be the normal catch.
Did you sell the fish?
Oh yeah. We kept some for ourselves, obviously. You've seen evidence of us smoking it in there for us and our friends. But yes, the rest was sold around the town. We went to the market if we had the market, but the market had finished in the main very shortly after that. And so we had to take them up, bring people up. If they wanted scraps, we'd take them up to them in the van. Offload them, and that was that.
Did you ever get lost at sea?
Not really. Fog is not good at sea. Snow is the worst. But you've got a compass. So, and if there's any sort of wind at all, you know where the wind's coming from, you know which way to head your boat. If it's sort of westerly wind, it's blowing on your cheek, so you need to go on your left cheek, so you need to go keep the wind there and head for the shore, and you'll find it soon enough. But we always had a compass with us in any case, in case you got caught. The worst time like that is when it's absolutely calm and there's nothing to guide you if you haven't got a compass. Then you have to scratch your head.
Do you still fish?
Not anymore, no, I'm too old now.
Do you miss it?
A bit, but there's other things to occupy me. I've got lots of interests apart from boats and fishing, so I'm quite a keen gardener, so there's lots of that. I've got a big garden at home. I had an allotment, so there was always something to do. Never short of something to occupy myself with.
Okay.
Okay.
One question. I forgot.